Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radhe 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 Radhe, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Gaur Katha, Om Mangarantamarandasya Gananjana Shlakaya Chakshuramitamya Tasmai Shri Guru Vande Guru Vande Ham Shri Guru Shita Bhadam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sarvajatam Sahagana Ramnatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Brajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Sucha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tatta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanga Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Panchatatvakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Bhaktavataram Bhaktavyam Mami Bhakta Shaktikam Ananda Lila Maya Vigrahaya Himavadya Shri Sundaraya Tasmai Maha Prema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Namo Mahavananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurajase Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda Mancha Kalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitana Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Rup Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunath Dechai Gosai Kori Chananan Bandhan Yohoite Viganash Avishtaparan Tavevasmi Najivami Tvayavina Tidigaya Radhetvam Nayamam Charanantikam Viraj Dharan Ki Jai Sham Kund Ki Jai Radha Kund Ki Jai. We completed the discovery of Radhakund with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These beautiful, 6 beautiful stutis he offered, ecstatic love, glorify Radhakund as being non-different from Radharani in identity, non-different from Radharani in mercy, non-different from Radharani in sweetness, Madhuri Ma. And we heard about Radhakund being non-different from Radharani in terms of compassion. If Radharani simply glances one time at us, Radha Kripa Kataksha, then all perfection will be ours. Ek bar snan kare, Radha Prem Sama Krishna Kare Dhan. One prayer Lord Chaitanya says here. Ek bar snan kare, Radha Prema Sama Krishna Kare Dhan. One snan, one dan. You take snan, Krishna gives dan. Ek bar, one time snan in Radhakund, then Krishna will give love equal to Radharani, Radha Prema Sama. So much power and compassion and karuna and anugraha in Radhakund. Now we're going to start new pastimes of Lord Caitanya and his tour of Braj Mandal. So now he's going to this these are Lord Caitanya's pastimes with the deity of Harideva and also Sri Gopalnathji. From Madhya Leela chapter 18, Mahaprabhu visits Vrindavan. Tabe chali aila Prabhu Sumana Sarohara Tahan Govardhana Deki Haila Vivala. So traveling along after Radhakund, traveling south in the Prikrama Marg from Radhakund, after discovering Radhakund, Lord Caitanya came upon Sumana Lake. Sumana Lake is what we call Kusum Sarovara. That was the old name, Sumana Lake. And then from there, when he saw Govardhan Hill, right after that, you can see Govardhan Hill, he was overwhelmed with joy. He says, Deki Haila Vivala. Prabhupada added that, with joy. It says overwhelmed, Vivala. Vivala means overwhelmed. He was overwhelmed with sadness. So Prabhupada, knowing the Bhakta knows the heart of the Bhagavan. Bhagavan knows the heart of the Bhakta. So Srila Prabhupada, he's walking right along with Mahaprabhu. He's not only translating the verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita, describing Mahaprabhu's Jurasikos Prikrama Vrindavan 500 years ago, but he's walking right along with him. As Balabhadra Bhattacharya is accompanying Mahaprabhu, so this Leela is Nitya. So when one enters Gaur Leela, he'll go to some universe, and if he has Gaur Sarup, he desires to serve the Lord in that Gaur Leela, and he'll be walking along, or he'll be a Brijvasi observing the Lord. And then he'll observe this. So Prabhupada is saying he was overwhelmed, because you can be overwhelmed. Vival, the state of Vival, which is the Vyavachari, being overwhelmed, this can be aroused, or you can be overwhelmed by anxiety, fear, separation, anguish, unhappiness, happiness, promotion, demotion. So many things can overwhelm your mind and overwhelm your heart. So here it says, Vival, and Prabhupada said, with joy. Ananda Vival, Prabhupada added, with bliss, happiness. Because he can understand that when Krishna and Radha Bhav sees Giridhari, then Govardhan Hill is Krishna. Sakshat Krishna, which he told Raghunath Das, which he will tell Raghunath Das later, not to Leela. I'm giving you this Govardhan Shila. You should understand this is Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. This Govardhan Shila is Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. Not directly Nanda Nandan, no installation directly Krishna. I'm placing in your hands. I've been bathing this Shila and worshipping this Nanda Nandan, Yashodananda, Gopinath for 3 years, holding in my hand and bathing with my tears of love, my Prema Shri Snan. Now I'm giving to you. Mahaprabhu, there's a painting of that, Lord Chaitanya caressing one Govardhan Shila. It's Prema Lingata. This is Krishna, this is Radha Krishna Prema Lingata. Shri Krishnam Shri Ganashamam Purnananda Kalevaram Viruja Sarvadevesham Radha Lingata Vigram. It's one verse of glorification of Krishna in the ISKCON deity worship book, taken from the Narada Pancharatra. Sri Krishnam Sri Ganashamam Purnananda Kalevaram Vibhujam Sarvadevesham. This has his Aishwarya aspect, and of course mostly Madhurya. Dvibhujam Sarvadevesham. Dvibhujam. It's translated that way. It can also be seen as completely Madhurya. Dvibhujam Sarvadevesham, with your Dvibhujam, with your two very powerful arms. Sarvadevesham, you're the Isha of all the Devas, to protect all the demigods. You're Sri Krishna and Ganashamam, Purnananda Kalevaram. Your Kalevaram, your body is made of bliss, Nityananda. Complete bliss, Purnananda Kalevaram. Dvivu Jam Sarvadevesham. Radha Lingata Vigram. So Naishvarya, with your two powerful arms, you're protecting all the devas. Devas means suras. Sura means devotees. With those two long serpentine arms, Bhujanga, you're also embracing Prema Lingita Radha. So when Krishna and Radha, Mahaprabhu and Radha Samava, when we saw Govardhan, like a Chataka, when he was in Puri, and here in Puri, Mahaprabhu was in so much viraha bhav, that wherever you look, when you're in viraha bhav, you see your beloved everywhere. Like there's one song of Radharani says, Krishna, when I'm with you, I see one Sham. When I'm separated from you, I see Sham everywhere. Sham, Sham, Sham. Sham, 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 Radhe Sham, Sham, Sham. We used to sing it in bhajan like this a long time ago, 20 years ago. Sham, 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 Shama, Sham, Sham, Sham. So, Mahaprabhu is seeing Govardhan, seeing Kusum Sarovar, and remembering so many Pushpacharya Leelas, so many beautiful pastimes, because he sees a Leela Stali, then he is Leela Smaran. Leela Stali is Udipan, or the instigator, excitement for Leela Smaran. So, he, she, Gaur Krishna, Gaur Hari, Gauri Radha, Hari Krishna, Gaur Hari, and he's walking, Kusum Sarovar, this is Purvarag, I'm picking flowers, and my chunari gets caught in the stickers, and I look, and then Krishna dresses in Mali, lets it go. And I see him for the first time, I become love struck. And so many pastimes, I was reaching up to get a flower, and Krishna went up in the tree, and he leaned on the branch, and the branch came down, and I grabbed the flower, but then the branch suddenly sprung up, and I held onto the flower impulsively, the flower and the branch and the twig, and I went off the ground, up in the air, because when the branch of the tree sprung up, I was clutching onto it because I didn't want to lose that flower, because I had it in my hand. I reached up on my tippy toes, and suddenly the branch came to Krishna's mercy. I didn't know, providence, mercy of providence. But Krishna was up there hiding in the foliage, pressing down with his tender foot. And then I have this, this is the most beautiful, fully blossoming flower in this tree, this Kadamba tree, whatever tree it was. And then I'm going to lose it, and I can't offer to Krishna. And rather I lose my life and lose my offering to Krishna. And then Radharani, this is my life is my offering is in my hand, my life is in my hand, my love, my devotion, everything is here. So she held on the offering and the flower, the bow offering, and then went up to the Krishna, and she's like, hey, Saki, bachao, Saki. She's kicking her legs like you see in the cartoon. Her legs are going back and forth, underneath her pretty good. Nervous, holding on, help, it's so far, I'm afraid I can't let go. Krishna surreptitiously, secretly comes down the tree and goes around a long way, goes in the back and forth. What happened? What's all the commotion? Why, Radharani, what's wrong? Sham. It's God, it's mercy of providence you came. What a coincidence. You came, I'm so fortunate. And the Sakhi said, we're looking what to do, we can't do it, Swami. Let go, we'll catch you. No, you'll fall down, you can't catch me. And then Krishna says, come on, I can catch you, come. I can hold up Govardhan Hill, I can hold you. So then Radharani, let's go, Krishna, good trick. Krishna orchestrated this whole Leela just so he could get Radha Prema Lingita Vigram. Sri Krishnam Shigana Shamam Purnanana Kalevram Vibhujam Sarvadevesham Radha Lingita Vigram. So a Lingita means to embrace Prema Lingana. So he embraces the form of Radha with his two arms. And Sarva, Bhuja Devesham, that he's the Dev, he's the Kamadev, his arms, his long arms are the supreme Kamadev. So Devesha, he's the Lord of all of the Kamadevs. As Kamadev tries to embrace everyone, Kamadev tries to induce the lovers to embrace, or people to embrace. So Krishna induces all the women of the universe to embrace him. And he attracts all the women in the universe to embrace him. So Radesha, he says, Sri Krishna Sigana Shama Purnanana Kalipana. Dvibhujam Sarvadevesham, Dvibhujam Sarvadevesham. So with his two arms, he's Sarvadeva. He's the supreme Dev of all the Devs, all the possible Devs. His two powerful arms. So he saw Govardhan here and he became overwhelmed with joy. Just like Radharani in separation from Krishna, when she sees Krishna, she becomes Vival, Prem Vival, overwhelmed with prem. Mahaprabhu saw Chatak Parvat in Puri in separation from Vrindavan and Krishna. Krishna Kahan, oh, there's Govardhan, and running across the sand. You know, there's that story there. So he saw Chatak Parvat. So imagine now he's seeing everything in separation, seeing everything in Puri, reminding him as Nudipan or stimulus to remember Vrindavan. Now he comes to Vrindavan, Sakshat Vrindavan, Leela Bhumi Vrindavan, the Varya Vrindavan. And he sees not Chataka, not a facsimile, as representation of Govardhan. He sees Sakshat Giridhari, Govardhan. So in remembering that, how he became so overwhelmed and bewildered and praying, and it ran, as soon as he saw, he ran up and embraced Shila, and we see different renditions of that painting. Caitanya Charitamrita, maybe even it's here. You can take a couple minutes and look at that. Pause that camera. So this is Mahaprabhu. He's walking along down the Prikwa Marg, Govardhan Prikwa. When we walk on, when all of us devotees, when we walk on Govardhan Prikwa, we'll see Kusam Sarovar, and we can remember these different pastimes there, Mahaprabhu. And then right after that, as soon as we see Govardhan Hill, we generally offer obeisances. If you ever walked with us, we'll be glancing as soon as we see somewhere near that turn, that fork in the road. You know, that goes to there. Before that, you can, from the Prikmar, you can see first darshan Govardhan and pay our respects there. We don't become Prem Vival or Ananda Vival, overwhelmed with bliss. But we do remember Mahaprabhu, we do remember Lord Caitanya. And maybe that's exactly the first place he saw. First he saw Kusam Sarovar, and he walked some more. And there's two choices, either there or where we do Govardhan Puja. Have you ever been with us on Anukul Festival? No, you've been for sure. And so that, from the street, if you have good eyes, you can see there's Govardhan Hill rises there, and there's like a little Govardhan Hill. Have you ever been there? We could click on that before. So that, sometimes I think maybe Lord Caitanya also saw this, because after Kusam Sarovar, that's the first time you're anxiously really looking, where's Kusam Sarovar, where's Govardhan? Whether he ran and embraced those particular rocks, I don't know. I like to think like that. Or the next, certainly it's either that one, or it's hard to imagine he would miss. As some lovers looking for the beloved, they won't miss. They won't go, oh, I missed you. There'll be so much like eyes like an eagle. They'll be looking so everywhere for the beloved. So as soon as there's the slightest possibility or chance to see the beloved, then the lover will see the beloved. It's not like, oh, I missed you there, but I saw you there. So Mahaprabhu is so much eagerness to see Krishna in Vrindavan. Now he's found Radharani and Shamaka, now there's Kusam Sarovar, and then Giridhari. So maybe that's the place. Many people do worship there, and it's a very special place in Gopalnathji. Govardhana Deki Prabhu, Daila Dandavat, Ek Shila Alingya Haila Unmat. Haila Unmat. So his ecstasy is accelerating by leaps and bounds from verse to verse. He went to Kusam Sarovar when he saw Govardhan Hill from there, so from Sumana Lake, Kusam Sarovar, he was overwhelmed with joy. Then I guess he saw a little more clearly, or came closer. Govardhan Deki, as soon as Mahaprabhu saw Govardhan, then he offered Dandavats. And then he ran up to one Shila, and that's the painting, he ran to one Shila, Alingya, same word, you hear this word? Alingya. Radha Alingata. Alingata means he embraced, lovingly embraced. And what happened when Radharani embraced Krishna? Unmata. She went crazy. She became mad. Mahaprabhu, he was disturbed, he was overwhelmed just by seeing. And that's what happens, lovers and lovers see the beloved, they become, first the mind becomes a little disturbed, a little, agitated or disturbed. And then if they embrace, then they may go a little completely overwhelmed or a little unmat, mad. So this is happening here. Vival, one condition of his heart is vival, overwhelmed, amazed. Oh, finally! They're walking all the way through Jharkhand forest and dancing with all those tigers and deers and elephants and getting them to chant Haribol and then the Pattans and the Muslim Pattans and all this and so many different people I had to see. And finally on Vrindavan, it's Govardhan. Sakshat Krishna. Yamuna is Sakshat Vishaka. Yamuna is Vishaka. Not different from Radharani. Sakshat Vishaka is Yamuna. And his Brajaraj is all the kunkam from Radharani's stan, and it's all the chandan and the kunkam, and it's all the lac dye from her feet, this Brajaraj. Brajaraj, Jamuna and Giridhari, these are the three forms of Krishna and his devotees which are remaining here in this Brajadam. Krishna is there, Vishaka is there as Jamuna Devi, Kalindi. Actually, Vishaka's liquid ras, prem ras, Madhuri ras form is Jamuna. And then the Brajaraj is all that is the particles, the love particles from the bodies of Radha and Krishna, the gopis, falling off their feet. They're chandan and kasturi and musk and lac dye. And when the Pulinda women, when the Adivasi Aboriginal ladies, the forest women, they take this Brajaraj and this Sri Kunkumena. They take this kunkam that falls on the grass from Radharani's breast, they see it in Bhagavatam. They take it and they rub it on their faces, their necks, their foreheads, their necks, they rub on their breasts, and they feel so much relieved. They feel so much relieved from all their lust, all their separation. Their lust means, lust not in the sense of carnal lust, like material lust, man and woman. Lust means they're calm, like Kamanuga Bhakti. Lust is their intense desire to serve and love Krishna like the gopis. But they don't have the adhikar, the Pulinda women. So when they see the Sri Kunkumena, there's one verse in Bhagavatam. When they see from a distance Krishna, oh, he's so beautiful, he's so handsome. Just imagine the Dandakaranya sages. They are worshippers of Gopal, Vatsalya Bhav, they had this idea. And they saw, passing through Dandaka, the Aranya, the forest of Dandaka, they saw Sita Devi with Ram. And they saw Ram, and they immediately identified with Sita's feelings, and they felt some conjugal feelings for Ram. They were sages, completely self-controlled, and Purusha Bhav, men, rishis, and they saw Ram, and suddenly, from somewhere they don't know, the bhav of the heart of Sita filled their hearts, and they became filled with conjugal attraction to Ram, just by seeing him. And they were rishis. So imagine the Pulinda women who are serving Krishna and Radha in Vrindavan. They're living in Vrindavan during their leelas, and they're collecting the kasturi and they're taking it to Nandagram and selling it to Mother Yashoda, or taking the varsana, selling the kirti or to the sakis, and they're collecting the chandan wood, and cutting down the sandal trees and collecting the wood, and collecting wildflowers, and they're the ones that are making kadambari. They're making kadambari, and they're making the madhupan, the honey wine. The Mantris also make, but they make this one, Radha. They make this madhupan, honey wine. They make this madhupan, honey wine, for the divine couple. They do so many services. And they collect all the gunja berries. They come and they collect big baskets of white gunja berries and red and black gunja berries as little. They give to the sakis, and the sakis string them. So they're very much key players in assisting the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, the Pulinda women. So there's so much attached to Krishna, and they're in female forms. They're like some kind of females, beautiful, some not so beautiful, Pulinda women. rough features, I suppose. But when they have so much love for Krishna, conjugal love, and they see him and all the lust burning in their breasts and their desire, their intense desires for loving union or this calm, transcendental prema, their husbands can't satisfy. They have husbands, it's nothing. They just take the kunkam which fell off Krishna's feet. Radharani held Krishna's feet on her breast, and the kunkam, that's why it's called Shri Kunkamena. It just says Shri. In the verse it says Shri Kunkamena, but Shri means Srimati Radharani. It means the goddess of fortune. The goddess of fortune has kunkam on her breast. It enhances the beauty and has some inspiring effect also, and excites the lover. So she's holding Krishna's feet, and then it comes rubbed off on his feet, and he's wandering in the forest, and it falls on the grass when he's chasing the cows. And you look and see Krishna with the cows, or from a distance, oh, he's so handsome, so beautiful, Shyam Sundar. But what is my chances? It's like a rickshaw looking at a poster of a famous movie star or something. You know, it's like the Palinda women are like the rickshaw. What is their chance of meeting the Bollywood star or the Hollywood star? What is my chances? I do service from a distance, but my heart, there's no one steals my heart like Shyam Sundar. What can I do? How can I reach him? How can I touch him? How can I be with him? How can I? And they're just besides themselves. Krishna's mercy. Look at this red powder. And they take this red powder that's just sprinkled off Krishna's feet because his feet are somewhat moist, and then the powder sticks there, and then when he walks on the grass it falls off, and they rub it on. This is in Bhagavatam. So Mahaprabhu is experiencing directly Sakshat Hari in the form of Govardhan, and he's in Radhabhav, so this is Radharani in separation from her beloved, and just seeing the beloved from a distance becoming Viva, then running and just submitting oneself. Dandavat means submitting oneself fully to the beloved. And that's very rare because usually Radharani's Bhamya Bhav, that's her Bhav. Bhamya Bhav means in opposition, a little contrary. Radharani offering herself at Krishna's feet. Krishna usually offers Dandavats at Radharani's feet. It's the Dehi Parapalavam Udanam Avtafam. Dehi Parapalavam. Dehi Parapalavam Udanam. Jayadeva Goswami is telling Vasant Ras, that's now. This is the Vasant Ritu, Vasant springtime. So the Vasant and Chaitra Purnima and this Purnima, this is the Vasant Ras, Chaitra Vaishak. This is Vasant. And Chandra Sarovar in these places, this is where they have. And that time Radharani is not happy because she came for Rasa dance and she saw Krishna sporting with so many other ladies. She said, what is this? He didn't wait for me. It's like so impatient, impetuous. And she ran off in a sulk, in a haughty mood, love, sulking. And then she had to, her girlfriends, there's go-betweens, there's messengers going back and forth and giving a report from Krishna, and then the Sakhi Manjari met Krishna, and Krishna, no, she doesn't understand, I love her so much and everything. So they go back, no, he really loves you. And finally, then he goes very carefully and slowly, Dehi Parapalava Udaharamata. Please, Dehi, give me, please give me your feet. Give me your butt, your tender, dainty, gentle, beautiful, slightly red-tinged feet, the bottom of your feet. Let me decorate my head. Udaram. It says, Mama Shirshi Mandaram. It says, Smara Garala Kandanam. Smara Garala Kandanam. Mama Shirsi Mandaram. Smara Garala Kandanam. Smara Garala. Garala means fire, burning poisonous fire. The fire of poison. Just imagine if cyanide catches fire. Burning strychnine, burning cyanide. Garala means a poisonous fire. Like when a cobra bites you, it's poison, but it heats up your body, poison fire. So now smara means erotic desire. Smara Garala Kandanam. Please break this, Smara Garala Kandanam. And he's looking at Radharani and begging her with eyes full of begging and beseechment, and please help me. I need your mercy. Please help me. Smara Garala Kandanam. Mama Shirasi Mandanam. Mama Shirsi, my shear. Oh, let me take your feet. And mandalam, pita mandalam, the ornament, the decoration, the crest jewel, the shiromani, the crest jewel, the mukut mani, the mukut. Let your feet be, and please give them to me. Dehi parapala vandaro. I'll put them here. So this is a Vasant Ras. So generally Krishna is lying at Dandabats at Radharani's feet, submitting to her and begging for her mercy. So here we find that Krishna is in Radhabhav and running to Giri Govardhan and offering Dandabats. Pranipatena, complete surrender to the feet of Giridhari. And then first submitting, and then Giridhari is smiling, very happy, and then Radharani is lying down, Mahaprabhu is lying down next to Govardhan. And then he kind of sits up, not really standing, just sits up, looks at Giridhari and sees Krishna Sakshat, and reaches out his arms, wraps his long golden serpentine arms around the dark, very dark Shila Govardhan. His golden arms are the golden arms of Radharani, and his dark Sham, blue Shilas, Sham Sundargana Sham Govardhan. Prema Lingata wraps his arms and tightly hugs Giridhari, and then Unmata goes mad. This is what's described in this verse. Govardhana Deki Prabhu Haila Dandavat Ekashila Alingya Haila Unmat. Became maddened. Mahaprabhu and Radharani became maddened when she embraced Giridhari. Prema Matta Chali Aila Govardhana Gram Harideva Deki Tahan Haila Pranam. Prema Matta Chali Aila Govardhana Gram Harideva Deki Tahan Haila Pranam. Mad with ecstatic love, Gauranga came to the village known as Govardhan. Govardhan Gram, Nanda Gram. There, Mahaprabhu saw the deity named Haridev. Haridev! Haridev! Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
Haridev!
And offered his obeisances unto him. Harideva Deki Tahan Pranam. Mathura Padmera Paschim Dali Janravas Harideva Narayana Hari Parakash. Harideva is an incarnation of Narayan, and his residence is on the western petal of the lotus of Mathura. Mathura Padmera Paschim Dali Janravas Harideva Narayana Adi Parakash. Haridev. He's that Kamadev. He's that transcendental love god Kandarpa that steals the hearts of the gopis. Haridev. So we know him not as the incarnation of Narayan, but as a personification of love thievery. He's a love thief. He steals love. Wherever he finds love stored in a pot, in a kumbha, or behind your kumbhas. You have kumbhas. Then he steals the love in your heart. Or if you're a mother and you're hiding your love inside your mudka, in your clay pots, the kumbha, they're called clay pots, kumbha. And Krishna puts his hand into the heart, into the clay pot, and that pure, white, slightly yellow, with cow's milk, butter is white. A little yellow, buffalo is white, cow is yellow. And then he takes that and relishes that love. And with the gopis, then they're also hiding their love in their kumbha. And he puts his hand there, takes out the love, and relishes their love. This is Krishna. So now he's saying, so Haridev is this Dev, this playful Lord, divinity. Hari, when he's playing, he's a thief. Hari is Krishna. Bhagavan Hari. But one of his plays, one of his krita is this Makan Chor krita, stealing the butter from the homes of the gopis. Harideva age nache, prema mattahan, savarloka dekite oila ashcharya shunya. Mad with ecstatic love, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu began to dance before the deity of Harideva. Hearing of the Lord's wonderful activities, all the people came to see him. Sabloka dekite oila ashcharya shunya. Ashcharya. Some amazing sadhu has come to Vrindavan. He's a very tall figure, his shaved head, shining like the sun. His face is softer than the moon and more soothing to look at than the full moon in Sharad season. And his fingernails are glowing like rubies, and his feet are so radiant like the red lotuses. And he's emitting bliss from his eyes wherever he looks in all directions, and full of bliss. And he's in some other world. We don't understand who this personality is walking amongst us. But now he's at Manasi Ganga, Govardhan. He's entered the Harideva temple. Come, see. They go, come. They heard, it's Ashcharya Darshan, Ashcharya, something amazing, something inconceivable, astonishing. Such a figure. No, I'm looking at Lord Chaitanya. Text 20. So now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Vrindavan and Harideva Mandir. These are his pastimes with Harideva, Thakurji Harideva. Haridev Ji Maharaj ki
Jai.
So he's becoming mad to have darshan of Haridev. And certainly he's not seeing him as Narayan. And when Krishna tried to disguise himself as Narayan, and he could fool some of the gopis, but when Radharani came there, he couldn't fool the gopis. When he was there in Paita Gram was Chaturbhuj Narayan. Hey, what is this? Immediately Shamsundar came out. So now that same Radharani is coming to Manasi Ganga. Haridev Mandir, taking darshan of Harideva, was considered a forearm form of Narayan from one level. But before Radharani, Krishna, as we already proved, Krishna can't maintain his forearms. That was proved 4,500 years before. And Radharani came a little bit south of Govardhan, the Paitagram, Navasantarasa Chandra Sarovar. Krishna tried to play a trick, but no one's trickier than Vidagdi Radha. Vidagdi Radha is far, far superior to Vidagda Sham or Vidagda Ma. So now, he's dancing in ecstasy, Nache Prema Mata. He's dancing a maddened love dance. Oh, Haridev. Everyone's seeing Haridev as some form of Narayan or whatever. I'm seeing, you stole my heart. On those moonlit nights of Chaitra, Haridev, oh Kamadev, oh Hari, I know you're my Sham. You're my Govardhan, you're my Govardhan Dari, you're my Giraj. And I'm dancing. I danced for you in Puri. I was dancing before you in Puri. I was dancing for you in the temple. Shamsundar Brajadhanandan, Jagannath. And I was dancing, taking you and leading you to Vrindavan on your Rath, Manaratena. Radha Manaratena. Manaratena means the chariot of the mind. Radharani came out in the form of Lord Chaitanya, dancing in front of Jagannath, Brajadhanandan, Shamsundar. Come, sit in my mind. My mind is sweet, my mind is submissive, my mind is ready to serve you day and night. Sit in my mind. Sit in the chariot of my mind and come with me to Vrindavan. More of Vrindavan. My heart is always in Vrindavan, and now the heart of my heart is before my eyes. My prananath is before my eyes, Jagannath, sitting on his cart. Don't sit on that cart, sit in my mind. Sit in my mind and come with me. I'll dance. Sit in my mind, I'll dance. I'll carry my mind, I'll dance all the way to Gundicha and Rath Yatra. So now that same Lord Chaitanya has come and seeing Sakshat Krishna in Vrindavan, Govardhan, First he saw the Govardhan Shila right after Kusum Sarovar. Then he ran in Prema Lingata. He embraced the Shila in Unmata. He went mad embracing the Govardhan Shila. Then he went a little further, went and saw Harideva, the threefold bending form of Krishna, Giridhari. And immediately, Prabhu Prema Saundarya. See, Prema and Saundarya, remember? There's love and beauty. Prabhu Prema Saundarya, Deki Loke Chamatkar, Haridevera Britya Prabhu, Karila Satkar, Shakar. The people were astonished. They were astonished, Chamatkar, amazed, bewildered. Wonderful experience. They saw a most wonderful sight of Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love and personal beauty. The priests who served the Harideva deity offered the Lord a good reception. Shatkara means a good reception. Prabhu means Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dekhi Loke Chamatkar, people were amazed. Again, in Vrindavan, in Navadvip, in Puri, and all over South India, Prem Saundarya, Prem Vikara and Saundarya Rupam is Prem Vikara. The transformations of Mahaprabhu's love, his ecstatic exhibition of Mahabhava before the eyes of everyone, his unbelievable compassion to the fallen souls, and to coconut trees, and to lepers, and to drunks, and all everywhere, scholars, and Gnostics and Pashandis and Mayavadis, and everywhere, so much compassion and karuna the world has never seen. But primarily they've never seen such love, such outward displays and exhibitions of extraordinary divine ecstasies, uncontrollable, Sudipta Bhava, Sudipta Vikara, transformations of love in the highest possible expression being shown right before the eyes of everyone. In the form of sannyasi, no sahajiya bhava, no imitationism, no band of ladies with him, just one person distributing the highest divine love to the whole world with his darshan, his Saundarya Rupam darshan, and his loving glances, his loving words, his Soharda Kripa, his heartfelt intentions, his loving words, his very presence. He was just emanating, radiating in all directions, prema, with his glances. Premikshana, it's called premikshana. Premikshana, his glances were love-laden. Because everywhere he was seeing Krishna everywhere. Yamam pashti sarvacha sarvam pashiti sarvam pashiti. Everywhere he's seeing Krishna in separation or in union. Sometimes seeing Krishna in union, sometimes seeing and becoming mad in union upon seeing Krishna, and sometimes seeing Krishna in separation, becoming mad in separation. This is Mahaprabhu. So anyone saw that face, or saw those eyes, or saw that form, they were seeing the personification, embodiment of Mahabhava. Radharani's Mahabhava is being displayed all over India. Generally, Radharani, Vrindavanam Prityaja, Ekam Padam Nagachati. Radharani doesn't take one step out of Vrindavan, nor Krishna. But now Radha and Krishna both have embraced each other, inseparable divine eternal union. Now they're both walking all around India, distributing that beauty and prem. Prem is beautiful, and beauty is prem. Saundarya prem. Prabhu Prema Saundarya Deki Chamatkar. Amazing, bewildering, astonishing, wonderful. Chamatkar, it's wonderful. Bhattacharya Brahmakunde Pakka Janakaila. Brahmakunde Snanakari Prabhu Bhikshakaila. At Brahmakund, the Bhattacharya, the Brahman servant of Lord Chaitanya, cooked food on the banks, and Mahaprabhu, after taking bath at Brahmakund, accepted his lunch. So when we go to Manasi Ganga first, take Achman Pranam, and offer respects to Mukaravinda, Krishna's mouth and his mukut, his beautiful lotus mouth. Then we go to Manasi Devi, Yogamaya, who's controlling the leelas of that quarter. Pray for her mercy, for this leela to be Prakash. And then we turn around, and behind there, Manasi Devi is Brahmakund. There's a few Brahmakunds, 2 Brahmakunds in Vrindavan. One in Vrindavan by Govindasthala, and this one. And we offer our respects there because it's a place of Leela, Krishna's Leela, and Mahaprabhu bathed there. And Brahma also came there to bathe the Lord, so it's called Brahmakund. Because he said, because on the Govardhan Prikamarg there's the Govinda Kund, which was formed by Indra, bathing Krishna after he's purloined the cows. And further along there's Surabhi Kund, or Surabhi Mata. Then further along there's Rudra Kund. Rudra Kund is right before Yatipur. So Rudra also came there to bathe the Lord and serve. So Brahma said, what about me? I want to bathe also. So Brahma came one time and he also bathed the Lord. So his Brahma Kund is there. So Lord Caitanya is bathing there. It's a very auspicious, special place. And some of the people have spent some money to fix it up. It was all messed up and broken all down. It was pretty much repaired. A lot of the gods were fixed in the walls and things, although the work was not completed for various political reasons, but the intention was there and it's been nicely improved. So it's a very holy place, and we're so lucky we see these every week when we do Parikramā. We get to see these beautiful places of Krishna's Leela and Mahaprabhu's Leela. Se Ratri Rahila Harideva Mandire Ratre Mahaprabhu Kare Mane Te Vichare. Man Vichari. Thinking, consideration in the mind. That night Mahaprabhu stayed at the temple of Harideva, and during the night he began to reflect. So Radharani spent the night with Giriraj. Harideva's Govardhan Dari, and Mahaprabhu's in Radhabha. And he was thinking, what was the thoughts of God? Do you know what God's thinking? Wish I did. Maybe it's better I don't. What is God thinking about you? What is God thinking about me? So what was God thinking? So this is told in this verse. Because he's reflecting, man vichar. Well, what was he considering in his mind? What was his mental consideration? This would be the natural question when you're reading the storyline and the flow of the Adibhotika, the elements of the story. What would be the next element? Natural flow. Alright, Mahaprabhu stayed that night at Manasigang in the Harideva Mandir, and he was thinking something in his mind. What was he thinking? Then Krishna's Kaviraj tells us. This is his thought. Govardhana Upadayami Kabuna Chadiva Gopala Rayera Darashana Kemane Paiva. Mahaprabhu was thinking that night when he was staying in the Harideva Mandir. Since I will not at any time climb Govardhan Hill, Govardhan Upadi Ami Kabu Nachai Kabu. Not at any time will I climb Chadiva on top of Govardhan Hill. The lover will never step on the head of the beloved. So Radharani, Mahaprabhu's in Radhabhav, he's not about to put his feet on the head of Krishna in Govardhan. And someone says, oh, Brijvasis, they go there, they can do. And who's a bigger Brijvasi? Are they bigger Brijvasis than Radha and Krishna? The bigger Brijvasis than Mahaprabhu? At 24, every second he's worshipping Radha and Krishna, he's worshipping Krishna in his mind in Radhabhav. Radhakanti Radhabhav. He didn't step on the hill. Very interesting point. So then he was reflecting, but how will it be possible? Because Sri Gopal Rai, it means Gopalnathji, he's there on top of the hill, Madhavendra Puri Pad, my Param Guru. Ishwara Puri is my Guru, and his Guru is Madhavendra Puri. And my Param Guru had such a wonderful pastime to Leela Thakurji Prakat, to reveal this deity to the world, this beautiful deity of Govardhan Nath, of Srinathji, Srinathji. And that Sri is now Kanda Vrindavan, Sri is Radharani. And he is the Nath, he is the Lord. Srinath means Gopinath. Sri means Gopi and Nath means Lord of Gopis. So Srinathji means the Lord of the Gopis. has to be like this. So he's Nathji. Or there's other ways that sometimes it's translated the other. But the gopis are, the Shri is the Nath of Krishna. Shri Nathji, the Radharani is the Lord. But at any rate, it's Krishna's form. He wants to see Gopal Rai. He's thinking like this, Ete mane kare Prabhu, mon kare rahila, janina Gopala kichu bangi utaila. Thinking this way, the Lord kept quiet, mon. Lord Gopal, knowing his contemplation, played a trick. Bangi, bangi means trick, kichu bangi utaila. He raised a trick, he performed a trick. So it says that the deity knew the mind of Mahaprabhu. The deity understood the mind. Interesting point. It's a deity, a murti. It's a Sakshat Krishna. Archamurti is also Krishna, Sakshat. But the deity understood the mind of Lord Caitanya. So that means that the deity understands the mind of the devotee. Lord Caitanya is one level, he can, in some pastimes, he can be seen as a devotee, bhakta. Many pastimes he's only to be seen as Bhagavan or as Bhagavati, Radha or Krishna. The deity understands the mind and the deity plays tricks with the devotee. Like we heard how when people worship a deity, they feel, and people can worship an actual deity, or they can establish a deity in their mind. They establish Krishna in their mind, in their heart, and they remember him, they remember Krishna in their mind and heart, and they pray to him, and they worship him. It's called the Manasic Murti in the mind, very powerful, ever present. And then they watch how the deity, how Krishna interacts with them in so amazing ways. And they understand that for the devotee, for the karmis, when amazing things happen, they say it's coincidence, it was my good luck. It's coincidence, I got a break, it was my good luck. But for devotees that are constantly in the presence of the Lord, ever remembering the Lord, ever serving the Lord, ever calling out to the Lord, and crying out to the Lord, then they can't see that it's coincidence or it's my good luck. Rather they see that these good and bad events or turns or actions that happen to him are actually directly controlled by the Lord. Here's an example. Someone was going to Delhi and from the Mathura train station, a devotee. And the train they were supposed to take was 4 hours late. Well, it would come 4 hours later. And there wasn't another train. And then they were standing on the tracks looking forlornly for that train. Oh, where are you, train? Train kahan? And 4 hours down the tracks, the train was there, but the person had to be in Delhi within 2 hours for some preaching program for the service of Krishna. And they saw a train coming very fast, and it said on the front, Nizamuddin. That means the destination is one station in Delhi called Nizamuddin, or whatever it is. Nizamuddin. And it's not scheduled to stop. It's just going through. It doesn't stop in Mathura Junction, it doesn't stop in that station where this devotee was standing. It was coming very fast, so it'll go by. And he was thinking, okay, this is impossibility, but maybe somehow it stops. So he prayed to Krishna, Krishna, I really have to get there, because if I wait for 4 hours, I'll miss this preaching program to glorify you. And this is impossible, but it'd be nice if somehow this train would stop. So it went through the station, right beyond. And all of a sudden he just turned, he looked, and it went past the platforms where everybody's standing, platforms where everyone stands to get on the train. And all of a sudden it started slowing down, and it looks like it was going to stop. He just started running. And then the very last coach of the train, the very long train, was just at the end of the last tip of the platform. where the platform was, the door opened up and there was a policeman there, standing there getting some fresh air, or maybe having fun, playing a game, I don't know. And many people on that platform, they ran and wanted to jump on that train because they were in the same predicament. And then he ran and he thought, oh, and the super soul said, go to the other side. So he jumped down on the tracks where there's no platform. He went to the other side, and from the tracks to the steps to get on the train is very high. And if you have a bag or a suitcase, you need two hands to kind of climb up there. So when he was looking and the door was closed there. On the other side, the police, 10 people were trying to get in right opposite, and the policeman said, get down, no, nobody can come on, this is not a stop, this train's not stopping here, no passengers allowed here, no scheduled stops, so red light, we have to stop and get clearance on a track. So he went on the other side, and the door was locked, and he saw someone standing there, and he waved his hands. It was a Muslim man. And then the Muslim man, and this devotee was dressed in dhoti and a tilak. So the Muslim man opened the door, and he had a suitcase, and the Muslim man took the suitcase, and then he climbed up, and he went, and the policeman was so busy, hey, come on, get down. He went right behind him on the opposite door, closed the door, went and sat down, and then the policeman closed the door, and the train went to Delhi. And then he had some ticket, and the policeman didn't notice anything, and that was that. So nobody on the train, it never stops, somehow it stopped, and then a Muslim man, opened the door and helped him, Hindu priest, go to his preaching destination. So the devotee told that, and he said, I think this is the mercy of Krishna. This kind of phenomenon, on something never happens before it happened, and the whole arrangement of it all is quite wonderful. So like this, the deity knows the heart of the Lord, the deity knows the heart of the devotees, and Krishna knows the heart of his devotees, and he makes arrangements to fulfill their devotional desires. So we'll hear about that more tomorrow. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki
Jai.